leaders of the CII and IWN, Mr. A.R. Unikrishnan, Devarajan Avargal, Savitha Keshav Jagadisan, Amudhavalli Ranganathan, R.C. Arul, and everyone here. CII IWN was started in 2012-13 in Chennai. Our Thaaragai hospital was also started in Chennai in 2012. I came back after 15 years in UK and Ireland, and I took over the Chennai division, and we started in 2012. I was one of the few members who was participating in CII, as part of the CII. What is the objective of the IWN? How do we go about that? So I was participating in a few meetings, but after that, our Kaveri itself had significant organizational challenges in Chennai, because we came from Trichy. We didn't know how to carry forward our hospital, which was mainly as an affordable care in a tier 2, tier 3 city in Trichy. But Chennai, the market, everything was different, and Chennai people are not ready to accept. So between 2012 to 2016-17, we had our own significant organizational challenges. So I couldn't take part in any one of the CII and IWN related activities in the CII, the IWN. Then it's really heartwarming for me, after nearly 13 years, I stand here as the chief guest for the CII IWN event, where I see there are 8 zones here in Tamil Nadu alone. And today, this morning, I was checking at where we are meeting, because I went through the invitation, and when I saw it's a Taj Coromandel, and I here see the large crowd. So one of the prestigious hotels of the Chennai, and most expensive place to host a conference, the CII IWN has truly grown. Congratulations to each one of you. Women in workforce, Mr. A.R. Unikrishnan told the statistics. We are from healthcare. I'm a doctor, I'm a practicing orthopedic surgeon. In healthcare, you all know when you go enter a hospital, except for some senior doctors, everywhere across all the touch points of healthcare, you will see majority of them are women. Today, we have got 12 hospitals, 2,500 beds in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. And we have got 13,000 people working with us. And thank you. And 70% of them are women. But do we understand? I mean, even though 70% of our workforce is women, as an organization, not only Kaveri, any healthcare organization, do we really understand what your women needs, what your women wants, either in the workplace or out of the workplace? I don't think so. Even after we started the Chennai hospital, 6-7 years later only, it occurred to me, because everywhere I see, I go to the ward, I go to the operation theatre, I see women nurses, women healthcare assistants and all. But whenever I convene a managers meeting, that meeting is 80% of them are men. We say that we are a 27-year-old organization, but only 7-8 years we realized that the middle management, forget about the senior leadership or senior management position, middle management was held still by men. So these are the men attend the meeting with our directors and then go back and instruct the women workforce. So I thought it was not right. And then we proactively, it's called a positive discrimination. We positively discriminated against men. And I told that for a same application, same job, 2 CVs come, 1 male and 1 female. So there's no compromise on the capability. You know, as women, you are qualified enough or you are qualified more than men. But when there is 2 people, man and a woman, with the same level of competence and qualification, we proactively, that's called positive discrimination, proactively selected women as a manager. So this was initiated after we being in existence for more than 20 years. And then we have gone completely other way around now. Our 70% of the middle management is women. In fact, I'm telling them we should have men also. So that's also important. I'll come to that later. So this is about the middle management. Senior management, yes. Senior management also. Now, our middle management in Kaveri is 70% women. Senior management, 50% women are there. Whereas in the leadership level, at the CXO level, we are only 20 to 30%. But it will take some time. Why it is happening? Because historically, none of the organizations, either the organization or society, family or house or the home, is not designed for women playing an active role. Even in the family or home, public spaces and all. Designed in the sense of from their own personal space, from the organogram, org chart, everything is not designed for women. What is safety? I know we all know about, we discuss about safety of the women in workplace. A white paper is also going to be released today. There is a hidden leadership issues for women. That is the health. Whenever a woman wants to scale up in the career as a professional, or if they are a founder of an organization, that the organization is setting for a growth, there's always a chance to change in the women's health through the phases. When they want to come from a junior executive to the management, or entry level management level, at least from healthcare I can see, then that is the time the family, they get married and they may be on the family way. So they have to take a career break to go through the maternity and then the child care. And then with all the hard work again, come back to work, return to work again is a challenge, return to work. And then when they want to get into the senior management, if they choose for the second child, again there is another break. So successive stages of the career, whether you are a professional or a founder of an organization, you go through all the challenges which men we don't undergo. Andropause is still a thing. Man also goes for almost similar to menopause, but that's okay. So then, when the women reach their late 40s or early 50s, that's the time to get into the leadership position. What is their women's own hormonal challenges? And second thing, many a times I see that that's the time the daughter or son will get married, and also their in-laws or even the parents, they get ill. I've seen several times women in the late 50s or early 60s coming in. I'm a practicing orthopedic surgeon. They were in an advanced stage of osteoarthritis. They need knee replacement. When I advise knee replacement, they say, no doctor, I'm going to US to take care of my daughter's delivery. Or, my father-in-law had recently a stroke. He's recovering at her home. I have to take care of him at home. Again, it puts them off. This is all the critical stages. When the woman is in the late 20, early 30, and then the late 40, early 50, or late 50, at every stage where your career as a professional or as a founder, you or the organization needs a pivot, but that's the time they have health as a challenge, healthcare related things. I always tell them, if you have to get a knee replacement, it's for you. You are the person. Yeah, we all talk about the responsibility to the society or the family or the country. But you are the most important person. You take care of yourself. Self-care is not selfishness. That is the most selfless act you can do. I take care of my health. So I contribute in a lot of ways to my family or the society or the country. So I always tell them, for you to remain independent, to take care of the business or anything, your health is important. So take care of that. Because when we started a preventive health checkup, 10 years back we made this health checkups mandatory for all our 13,000 employees. We found out that 70% of the workforce is women, and more than 70% of them were found to be anemic, the low hemoglobin, low iron level. All the girls, the young nurses coming from the tier 2. tier 3 cities, they were found to be having a hemoglobin of sometimes 5 or 6, where normally it should be 12 and above. So at the entry level itself, they have a health challenge. So at every point of time, please take care of your health. Then only you can contribute to you, yourself, your organization, or your career self-care. So there is another interesting point. Our hospitals is a tertiary to quaternary care organization. We do one of the highest number of liver, kidney and heart and lung transplants in the state. One interesting statistics is men and women they get equally affected by the kidney or the liver disease, except for the alcoholic liver disease, which is more common in men because of their lifestyle. So more than 65% of the organ donors, forget about the cadaveric organ donation, that's different. Live organ donation, more than 65% of the donors are women and 70% of the recipients are men. How is it justified, you tell me? So men and women equally affected by the kidney and liver disease. Recipient organ donation is a 70% men, 63% of them are women. Because of the patriarchal society we grew in, always say, okay, if a husband has got a kidney problem, wife is expected to donate the kidney. But if the wife has a kidney problem, even if the husband sometimes wants to donate, the wife says, no sir, when I cannot donate. So how is it justified? I mean, you can't be a sacrificial lamb, right? So 70% of the men are happily receiving organs from 68% of the men. So we have to break all these barriers. And if you see everything from the health perspective, you will able to get that perspective right. Why I have to take care of my health? Why I am important? And while highlighting the health, interesting to notice the next session is male allyship, which is I think Mr. Devaraj and Mr. Unikeshwar, they are all participating. Don't completely ignore men as well, for various reasons, right? At least the introduction she told a few brave men around here. Because you need men also in your life to prove that you are better than them, at least. If not for anything else, at least to prove that you are better than them. And there will be a stage where you won't need to fight for gender equality. I mean, Tamil Nadu is a very progressive state. We are fortunate with the successive governments focusing on women's safety, health, empowerment, everywhere. We are very, very fortunate. There will be a stage, I mean, in the near future, we will say that we don't need to talk about gender equality. So the male allyship, the Tamil I think I can say it on Saga, Sagima is Saga. Have them as your colleagues, right? And it is changing. In your own families, you will have noticed what your father, your husband, but not the sons are different. Our sons want to contribute in the kitchen everywhere, even in the care of elders, everything. So men are changing as well. Don't ignore them. Have them as a colleague. But look after yourself. That is very, very important. On this note, CII, first of all, I'm happy to see the growth of CII and Tamil Nadu chapter. And I'm extremely happy that the team under the chairmanship of Savita and Amudhavalli and everyone here, you are releasing, and my Uma Magesh, Chief of Staff of Thaaragai Hospital, they all have put a tremendous work here and releasing away.
Houses shouldn't throw stones, but people who make glass houses, they can do whatever they want. Please welcome Mr. A.R. Krishnan. The stage is yours, sir, for the special address.
Thank you for that very generous introduction. All the dignitaries on the dais, all the special guests today here. very warm morning to all of you. It's really a pleasure to be back in the Thaaragai. I was part of the last year Thaaragai as well. I think I had the opportunity to participate in multiple sessions, and I also mentioned maybe you had too much of me that day. It looks like today also it's going to be the case, because I'm going to be there in a panel discussion after this, and then later in the evening along with Devraj sir, we are going to be there in the business session as well. But I'm really happy to see in just 2 years the kind of growth. Growth you can see from the place where you conduct the conference, the size of the hall where you have the meeting. So I don't want to take the name of another hotel, but this is probably the biggest one that you can have in Chennai. So the fact that it shifted from that small banquet hall to not as good a hotel as Taj, to Taj and the ballroom, I think this says a lot about the way it has really progressed. So congratulations to Savitaji and Amudhavalli for your leadership in really taking forward. I must also compliment the leadership of IWN Tamil Nadu and also the different chapters for really spreading it. I think in the last 12 months we have added 3 new chapters for IWN in Tamil Nadu. So we today have 8 chapters of IWN in Tamil Nadu. And let me tell you, CII has got only 10 chapters. So it's just a matter of time when IWN should overtake CII. So very happy that that's really happening. Maybe I think Savitaji has given an honorary membership to me in IWN, because I've been now part of the last 1 week. More activities in IWN than in CII. So happy to be part of that, happy to be an ally on that part. Coming specifically to the theme of this kind, Thaaragai.